Thanks everybody for your patience as I work on the RadRover upgrades. I know that's what a lot of you want to see. Good news is I think it's been resolved, and the scare, to me at least, about the pedal assist not working may have just been a fluke, and the pedal assist I had conveniently stopped working when I put on the new kit. I put on a new sensor and everything seems to be working just fine. But it is a Tool Tuesday, so I'm going to show you one of the tools I use to get that done. And just to try something new, I have been getting a lot of comments, so thank you everybody for your feedback and your questions. Now I don't want to miss anybody's questions, but sometimes I don't get to all of them. So I'm going to pick one person from the comment section. So leave your comment below. It doesn't have to be specifically about this video. It can be anything in general about e-bikes that you want to ask. But I'll pick somebody and I'll answer your question in the following video. Here's a little gadget I used to troubleshoot the pedal assist and find out that it wasn't working properly. I'll do a whole separate video on this because it's going to take a little while to explain everything it can do. But just real quickly, you can hook up a controller, a motor, brake switches, throttle, basically anything on an electric bike can be plugged into this device, and then without even having a bike to test it, you can turn this guy on and make sure your components are working. So because this guy wasn't working, I'm going to get rid of that one. So here's the new pedal assist that I'm going to put on, a little bit of an upgrade, but the gender on these connectors is the opposite from what the RadRover was, so had to kind of do a little DIY, but I wanted to get something back on the RadRover so I can continue my testing with it. The old pedal assist was installed right behind this lip on the bottom bracket. So in order to remove it, I pulled the bottom bracket out with my bottom bracket tool. I've got a separate video where I've already shown how to use that. But what I want to do on this one is show you one more tool, since it is Tool Tuesday, on what you would need to not only just pull the bottom bracket out, but what it would take to actually remove the cranks, because this new pedal assist doesn't require removing the bottom bracket. I'm going to install the new pedal assist on the left side. So the first thing to do is remove this bolt right here. And once we've got that removed, we can remove the crank, which if you pull on it, you'll notice no matter how hard you try and pull, it will not come off. This is where our Park Tool crank remover comes in handy. Basically, you've got two parts. You've got a nut at the front, and that gets threaded into the threads on the crank itself, and then the other half basically acts as a handle. Some have a nut right here. You need a wrench to turn. I like this one. Just keeps all of the parts I need in one spot. So then we start tightening this in. Eventually it'll stop. Basically it's going to push a pin against the spindle on the bottom bracket and pull the crank out. So at this point, it's getting a little tougher, but as we start wrenching on it, at some point, it'll break free and get a little easier and slide right off. And there we go. Our crank is removed. And then we go ahead and just remove the tool. So here's our new pedal assist sensor already plugged in, ready to go. These little splines are going to match up to those little splines. So we'll go ahead and push that into place. And it's nice clean installation. There's no magnet disc to worry about slipping or causing your pedal assist to not work on occasion. It's all just one solid piece, and we can go ahead and just put our cranks back on. Now I'm going to go ahead and lift the rear wheel up just a bit, turn the cranks over, and make sure the pedal assist is working. We're back in business. just to come back and explain a little bit more about the pedal assist I put on the bike. The connector that these come with matches up to the Saunders and some of the other e-bikes that I work on. This is not the right gender of plug for the RadRover, however. It needs to be reversed. So if you're interested in this pedal assist, because it is a little bit of an upgrade, you don't have the magnet disc to worry about. Basically, the crank goes in the middle. It turns the inner portion of this. It's one less piece to worry about, in my opinion. A little bit cleaner on the installation. If you'd like this for your RadRover or some other rad bike, leave a comment below and just let me know if that's something you'd like me to have made. And if you need one of these Park Tool crank removers to get that on, I'll leave a link in the description. I've been showing off more and more tools and more things I use to make my YouTube videos, so I put a link to an Amazon store I've created where you can see all the various e-bike parts, tools, and even some of the things I use for my YouTube channel. And just a heads up, watch out for a review on the 2019 RadRover, because I have ordered one and it's due to arrive sometime today if the delivery truck can get through the snow outside the shop. And thanks again for watching. I do appreciate all of my viewers. If you have any suggestions on what I should do next after the RadRover upgrades, feel free to comment. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like on this video. Also hit that little bell notification so you know when new videos come out, especially if you're one of the ones who asked a question. If you get notifications, then you may see your answer. Thanks again. I'll be back with another video soon.